We're here in Hartford, Connecticut, home to 90s Con, which is a convention which is a great celebration of 1990s culture. Lots of cool stuff. Hey everyone, Scott Man, and welcome. It is great to be back here in Hartford, Connecticut again. Very cool city. I last was here a couple years ago when I did a road trip out to New England, when I went up to Maine and New Hampshire. But yeah, just saying, from the state capital of Connecticut. So before we get to the convention, just walk around Hartford for a little bit, just get reacquainted with the city. There's a lot of cool stuff throughout the city. So just walk around the city and then we'll head over to the convention. We'll be spending our weekend there. So let's go. It is so great to see all the cool stuff here in Hartford. I remember my visit here a couple years ago. So yeah, I'm not going to really show much of Hartford in this video because this is primarily going to be the convention. But yeah, if I haven't mentioned already, definitely check out my Hartford, Connecticut video I did back in 2021, where I go to more in the detail about some cool things you can see and do here in Hartford. Alright, so the convention's about to start, so let's go over to the convention. Alright, so we're here at the Connecticut Convention Center here in downtown Hartford, and this is where 90s Con is taking place this weekend. So we're spending 3 days here, although I'm probably only going to film maybe a couple of the days. So it'll be really cool to check out some cool stuff and basically relive the 90s. Because yeah, it's like I was born in the late 80s, so I pretty much grew up in the 90s, so this will be up my alley. But what's really cool too is like they got vendor halls, they got different panels, and also they got a lot of different celebrities from the 90s coming here too. It's like a bunch of people from All That to Charm to Hocus Pocus, Full House, even Steve from Blue's Clues. But like yeah, back when I was younger, I used to really enjoy watching Full House on TV. So I really, it's like I'd love to meet the cast from Full House and get like, also try to get like a photo with like Candace Cameron Bure or Andrea Barber, Dave Coulier, and also Jodie Sweetin. In fact, if I didn't get a selfie with Jodie Sweetin, she probably would say this. How rude! Exactly. So it'd be really cool to check out a brand new convention. It's only its second year here, because the convention itself first started last year. It was here in Hartford. First learned about it, and I thought it was really, really cool. I almost went last year, but it was a little too late. But here I am now, so let's head on in. All right, so we made it in, and I gotta say, I just decided to do a little quick walk around off camera. It's a really cool convention. It's pretty large too. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of a walk around. All right, so let's check out the vendor hall here. Got a lot of cool stuff. I'm filming this with my phone because yeah, they're not allowing like the professional cameras in here, so bear with me. So this is gonna be like almost like a traditional vlog style here. All right, so we'll walk on down here, and that's pretty cool. You got, it's like Kang and Kodos from The Simpsons. That's really cool. What's really cool too is that a lot of people cosplaying here too. But yeah, so it's a cool thing about these different conventions. Got all sorts of cool merchandise you can buy. Oh, I already walked through here, and there's some stuff I did not see earlier. Lots of cool stuff. Got Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Simpsons, all things 90s here. Very cool. Got the Koosh. Some video games for sale over there. Probably lots of stuff like Super Nintendo, N64, PlayStation. Maybe, who knows, maybe even some newer stuff too, like going into the 2000s, like the Wii stuff. Huh, Debbie's Doggy Delights. Looks like they even got stuff for pets too. I'm not sure if people are allowed to bring their pets here or not, but at least you can bring some stuff back for them though. It's like I'm trying to film this, but at the same time, not trying to be in people's way. Huh, cool stuff there. Got some Matryoshka dolls. That's really cool. Got some Pokeballs. Looks like some those pop figurines. Looks like Pokemon. Pretty cool. It's like you got Arnold, Patrick, Sonic the Hedgehog, Stitch, Yoshi, Kirby, even Invader Zim. And a really quick too, behind the vendor hall, you've got a little cafe as well too. All right, back into the vendor hall. All right, so let's continue down here. Cool stuff. It's like you even got some artwork too. Probably not gonna film that because a lot of times they don't really allow filming art. Sometimes they do, but I already realized I may have to mute part of this video just because of copyrighted music. Oh well. But yeah, there's some cool art over there. Oh yeah, really cool. Even it seemed like a lot of like Dragon Ball Z stuff in there. Even Avatar: The Last Airbender with Pokemon. That's really interesting. Lots of cool collectibles in here. We'll keep going this way. Lots of plushes. Got like Mario, Patrick, got Chucky from Rugrats, Blue from Blue's Clues. Lots of stuff over here. A lot of Mario, even a chain shop. Got lots of Pokemon over there. Yeah, I feel like I'm a kid again here. So yeah, really cool. Yep, and they also have a photo op area too, where you can pay extra money and you can get a professional photo done with either a celebrity or a group of celebrities. And the convention also has a video game area where you can play some classic video games from the 1990s. And all the way down that way, I'm not gonna be able to film over there because that's where they got like the autograph area where you got a lot of cool celebrities from the 90s. I kind of was mentioning about that earlier in the video. But it's where you can go to basically do like a meet and greet. And of course for a fee too, you can also get autographs or selfies. So I'm gonna try to go over there. I'm not gonna be able to film it, of course, but I'm gonna try to see if I can meet Steve Burns from Blue's Clues. It's like even when I was growing up, Blue's Clues first came out. I remember watching that, and then when I got older, I think when I was in high school, my mother used to babysit one of my nieces and also my nephew, and they used to watch Blue's Clues all the time. So it's like they're probably gonna be jealous. I'll probably be able to meet Steve. Heading to the Blue's Clues panel.
And I like spoke to the condiments and a bar of soap. And I broke out when the mail showed up. Every time. It was a weird show. And I loved it, but I was always aware that we were doing something really strange.
Do you think the show has like a momentum?
I stole so much stuff.
Yes!
You know, a bunch of shirts. They gave me, this is so sweet, they gave me the very first notebook.
Nice.
With the first 3 clues in it. And they gave me a thinking chair.
Nice.
Which still sits in my house.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's all beat up because I had a dog for 9 years. The day I brought him home, he just climbed into the thinking chair. I was like,
Yeah, that was really cool. Of course, I couldn't film it, but yeah, I was able to meet Steve Burns, who of course was Steve from Blue's Clues. Very nice, very nice guy. I didn't get a chance to go up to meet him before his panel, so I went to the panel as you saw, but then I went right back down. I was able to get a quick selfie and even an autograph too. So it was really cool. I know my niece would be really jealous right now because she grew up watching Blue's Clues. But yeah, pretty cool convention, but we're just getting started, so we're gonna be coming back tomorrow. But first, we gotta get some food. Yep, here we go. The Barbecue Bear Smokehouse. Let's get some grub.
What's cool is you just order at the counter and then just sit down and eat. So I'm really hungry, especially after the first day of the convention. So decided to get their classic pop poutine, fries coated with a bunch of cheese sauce, and of course with pulled pork, which I have to put some mixed in. I need to mix it in with the fries. And then of course the Scottman classic coleslaw. So we gotta dig into some of the coleslaw here. Nice and creamy and a little tangy too, so yeah, it's amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna mix in a little bit of this pulled pork with the poutine here. It's already steaming, so I gotta be really careful here. That's some good stuff. The meat's nice and tender, and the cheese sauce is just phenomenal. Great way to conclude the day. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this delicious Poland spring water. This was like a running gag with some friends and acquaintances I hung out with at PAX season 2013 in Boston, Massachusetts. It was like a big running gag about the Poland spring water, so it's great to be reunited with this. Alright, so I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so it's a brand new day. Hey, I'm up here. Very funny. Up to my level, please. Okay, that's a lot better. Yep, good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm squinting a little bit because my sunglasses in my backpack because I'm not going to need them for very long, but oh well. But it's a brand new day and got a full day of convention stuff today. So my mission for today is I'm going to try to do some meet and greets with the cast of Full House. Again, because you're not really allowed to film or take pictures over in that area, so I can't really show like the lines or anything like that, or any interactions, so it's kind of unfortunate, but understandable. So what I'll end up doing is I'll definitely comment like after the fact or something, and then of course share some of the selfies that I was able to get. And also I'm planning to go to the Full House panel too as well, which would be exciting. And then just check out some more cool things around the convention. So let's head there now.
All right, so it seems like I'm filming this in a kind of a weird way, but it's like, yeah, couldn't really film a whole lot since I last spoke. But what's really cool is I finally got to meet Jodie Sweetin. She played Stephanie Tanner on Full House and Fuller House. She's really cool. Like I really enjoy getting to meet her, and yep, very nice person. Okay, I'm trying to get on this escalator here, but yeah. Yep, she was always one of my favorites on Full House and as well as Fuller House. Speaking of Full House, I'm about to head over to the panel next.
This couch is actually bigger than the
This is
Full
bigger
House.
than the Full House couch
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think even if we fit like 3 of us
It's like
on
a
that
love
other
seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this feels
Much
much
more
more
guys back
comfortable.
there going, what are they doing? This screwed up the whole thing.
Sorry.
So how does it feel to be here among all these fans that have supported so long? I know first
We
time.
love you, fans.
Guys, the amount of
Really?
the amount of bar jokes.
It's just
that
doesn't
has-
stop.
Yeah, it has.
And I have to sit next to it
Because I'll tell you why farts are funny. You can be anywhere on the planet and it's funny. In any language. I could be in an elevator in Japan or China or anywhere.
I feel like the people in the elevator
Spain.
might not think it's funny though.
Well, hear me out. And if the door is closed and I'm just standing there and all of a sudden, stand up in clubs for a couple of weeks, and Bob, of course, went up third after those two guys. And he was so funny and so polished and so incredible. And I've got braces on my teeth, and I'm like, "Hi, Mr. Saget, how are you? You were really fun, sir." And he's like, "Oh, just come about, and pull my finger." You know? Okay, we're gonna get along great. So then he wrote down his address on a napkin, and I kept it. He said, "Just give me a call when you get out to Los Angeles." And I thought, "Wow, how cool is that?" When I got to Los Angeles, I brought that napkin with me, and I called Bob. And he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm looking for an apartment." He said, "Come on over." I said, "Okay." And then I couldn't find an apartment, and I ended up sleeping on his couch for 2 weeks. While he went on the road, he didn't know me. He just let me stay in his apartment. And then, you know, art imitated life. When we do Full House, I move into Danny's house and sleep in the doggone alcove. And Bob would go, "This is really weird." Yeah.
One of my favorite Bob stories. Okay, so back in the day, we had our Friday night live audience shows, and the cast would all go out to dinner somewhere, usually at City Walk or at the Bevex or somewhere, before the live show. So we went, Jerry's Deli. This might have taken place at Jerry's Deli. Anyways, we were all at a restaurant eating dinner, and some fans came up and said, "Excuse me, are you guys the cast of Full House?" And Bob said, "No, we're their stand-ins." They believed him and said, "Oh, sorry to bother you."
Well, because we really are a family. I mean, we talk to each other all the time, text each other funny, silly things. And, you know, when the whole cast just walks into a restaurant and people are sitting with their families, they're like, "What does Full House do here?" It's a weird thing, you know? For sure.
My favorite Bob story, I was very close with Bob's daughters when I was young. I would spend like weekends at his house. I'd go and spend a night with them, his kids and stuff. And one night we were driving back from set, and we're on our way back to his house in the Palisades. He goes, "Okay, I gotta tell you something. I didn't tell your mom this, but I've got a set at the Laugh Factory tonight. You're gonna have to go with me." I was 9, 10. I was like 10. And so we go to the Laugh Factory, and I'm like sitting in the back up on a speaker, getting a flash of his little 10-minute stand-up light bulb. It was great. I loved it, and it was one of my very, very memorable Bob stories, and I think about that every time I go to those places.
That explains a lot about you. You poor kids.
I was great, like, you know, it's nice too. It's a wonder I didn't just stay that tall being next to him all the time.
Well, once in a while on the set, I would have a little gas problem. And so, yes, I'm burying my soul right now. So one time I did it, and I didn't realize it was either Ashley or Mary Kay who was that high.
I know where this is going.
And Stamos just looked at me and goes, "What's wrong with you?" I couldn't help it. He goes, "You know what? You're going to stunt their growth." And they're tiny. And I feel bad about it. I always think to myself, "Oh, I wonder if they could have been taller."
All right, so I had I'd say a pretty successful Saturday. But yeah, it's like, I will say, it's like, yeah, 90s Con is probably the most different type of con I've ever been to, because I've been to many in the past. Mostly, the ones in the past were all like video game related, like PAX East or MagFest, MomoCon. This one's kind of like Comic-Con, but 1990s edition. I got to meet Jodie Sweetin earlier. I also met Andrea Barber, who played Kimmy Gibbler on Full House and Fuller House, and then also Dave Coulier, who is Joey Gladstone. And also got like a photo op with all of them, and also got a photo op too with Jodie Sweetin. It's like, yeah, they're all very, very friendly. I didn't get a chance to meet Candace Cameron Bure, who played DJ, but I'm going to try to do that maybe tomorrow. Because I think tomorrow might be a little bit less busy, because I think Saturday's like the big day. But yeah. So I'd say, yeah, a lot of standing in line, especially to do like meet and greets, autographs, things like that. But I got one more day, and we'll do some, check out a little bit more of 90s Con before I have to fly back home to Michigan. This is across the street from that barbecue place I went to last night, El Pollo Guapo. We're inside to get some more food. I haven't had probably any food all day, so I've earned this. So I got one of their Guapo bowls. This is the arroz con pollo. It's got rice, avocado, pickled onions, plantains in it, the rotisserie chicken, also a side of plantains as well too. Plantains are absolutely delicious, so get a side of them too. A little hot, but they're really good though. A little bit of the bowl here. It's kind of messy though, but oh well. Really good. Chicken's cooked very well too. Especially with all the different ingredients. Tastes delicious. That was a good find. Yeah, the food was really good. That bowl was amazing. The plantains, on the other hand, it's like after eating a little more of it, it's like they were okay. It's like I've had better plantains from other places, but there's actually a little after party going on at the convention.
And good morning. It's the third and last day I'm here at the convention. I'm only gonna be here for a few hours because I have to, unfortunately, head back to the airport in a little while to head home. But it's got a little bit of the convention left to go, and I went ahead and actually got to meet Candace Cameron Bure, who's DJ Tanner on Full House and Fuller House, just before recording this. So yeah, I meant to record on my way over here, but I forgot. Plus, it was a little chilly out. But yeah, so I finally got to do a meet and greet with all of the Full House cast that came here this year. So yeah, all of them are very, very nice. So really enjoy getting to meet them. I'm gonna try to maybe meet a couple other people while I'm here. Maybe probably off campus already showed it. Maybe go around the vendor hall or something.
All right, so I am heading out of the convention now, and yeah, it's really sad to head out because I have to get back to my hotel to get my stuff and then get an Uber back to the airport to fly home. But I had such a great time, and yeah, I will apologize that this is definitely less of a conventional video than what I normally do, but I want to at least share some of my experiences with 90s Con, and it's a little windy, so I'm trying to hold on here. But yeah, so today it felt like it was a little more of a chill day, and I even got to meet a few more people too. Got to meet Kel Mitchell, who was on all that, and also the show Kenan and Kel back on Nickelodeon back in the 90s. Used to watch those back when I was a kid, especially the Good Burger, Repairman, Man, and all this different stuff on all that. I also got to meet Marc Summers, who was the host of the kids game show on Nickelodeon back in the day, Double Dare. And then just before I had to go, I got to meet Jason Marsden too, which he's done all sorts of cool things. He was on Full House, he was on Step by Step, he was the voice of Thackeray Binks on Hocus Pocus, and also the voice of Max Goof in a Goofy movie. But yeah, overall I had such a great time. It's like, it was really cool. Definitely a different type of convention than I've been to in the past, man. I might try to come back again next year. Hopefully there'll be some new people there, and of course we'd love to get to see again some of the different cast members too. Like, it'd be cool to see the cast members of Full House again next year or something, because I know they were here last year minus Jody. But yeah, had such a great time. It was great to be back here in Hartford. I'm gonna get ready to conclude this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that subscribe button to come along and join for the adventure, and don't forget to click that notification bell so that way you know when a new video goes live. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out, and again, we'll have a more conventional video coming up next week.